event planning resources. Ultimately, all strategic event planners will be required to follow green event planning practices. Currently, we all should, even if it isn't required. There are a number of organizations dedicated to green event planning and implementation. One of the oldest is Green Meetings Info. The Green Meeting Industry Council is a premier global community solely dedicated to sustainability in the meetings and events industry, not only through education, but also by spearheading research, policy, and standards. GMIC is a nonprofit professional meeting association with member representation in over 20 countries. It is 100% focused on advancing sustainability in the meetings industry and is a member of the Convention Industry Council. For additional listings of Green Event Assistance, search the directories at greenmeetingsdirectory.com, bluegreenmeetings.org, planetgreenmeeting.org, conventions.net, findaconferencevenue.com, successfulmeetings.com, greenbusiness.com, and many others by niche event type, state, and country. As with everything else that's internet-based, the green event resources evolve constantly. As you begin to plan your green events, use your preferred search engine to find consultants, suppliers, venues, and information specific to your event type, budget, and locations. Some of the most experienced global resources for green event planning follow. Carbonfund.org is a leader in the fight against global warming, making it easy and affordable for individuals, businesses, and organizations to reduce and offset their climate impact and hasten the transition to a clean energy future. The organization has an on-site calculator that can determine your event's carbon footprint, and the organization can help you reduce or offset it. Carbonfund.org achieves its goals through climate change education, carbon offsets and reductions, and public outreach. CERES is a national network of investors, environmental organizations, and other public interest groups working with companies and investors to address sustainability challenges such as global climate change. Its mission is to integrate sustainability into capital markets for the health of the planet and its people. Its Green Hotel initiative is designed to increase and demonstrate market demand for environmentally responsible hotel services. CleanerandGreener.org is a program of Leonardo Academy dedicated to advancing sustainability and environmental stewardship. It helps companies and organizations, families, and individuals reduce air pollution that contributes to climate change and adversely affects both human and environmental health. Leonardo Academy's Cleaner and Greener for Events program calculates the emissions caused by energy use associated with the event. It works with the event host to acquire the level of emissions offsets that the event host chooses, and it recognizes the event for the level of offsets achieved. ClintonGlobalInitiative.org convenes global leaders to devise and implement innovative solutions to some of the world's most pressing challenges. CGI has developed tools to help meeting and event planners take proactive green initiatives. Because of its work, more than 90 million acres of forest have been protected or restored, more than 400 million metric tons of CO2 emissions have been cut or abated, and enough clean energy has been generated to power more than 400,000 homes. DineGreen.com, the Green Restaurant Association, has been certifying restaurants for the past 2 decades as of 2011. Green Restaurant 4.0 provides a comprehensive and user-friendly method of rewarding existing restaurants and food service operations, new builds, and events with points in each of the GRA's 7 environmental categories. It advises and certifies food service establishments and events in the following: water efficiency, waste reduction and recycling, sustainable furnishings and building materials, sustainable food, energy, disposables, and chemical and pollution reduction. EcoBusinessLinks.com is an online directory of businesses, many of which serve the event planning industry, that follow green practices. Listings include earth-friendly gifts, organic florists, reused and recycled products, and other environmentally friendly products and services. EcoCycle.org is one of the largest nonprofit recyclers in the U.S. and has an international reputation as a pioneer and innovator in resource conservation. EcoCycle's mission is to identify, explore, and demonstrate the emerging frontiers of sustainable resource management through the concepts and practices of zero waste. They believe in individual and community action to transform society's throwaway ethic into environmental responsible stewardship. They work with events to achieve zero waste on site. Ecotourism.org is the International Ecotourism Society's website. It is a nonprofit organization dedicated to promoting ecotourism. Founded in 1990, TIES has been in the forefront of the development of ecotourism, providing guidelines and standards, training, technical assistance, research, and publications. TIES's global network of ecotourism professionals and travelers is leading the effort to make tourism a viable tool for conservation, protection of biocultural diversity, and sustainable community development. It has fostered many environmentally friendly event destinations worldwide. The U.S. Environmental Protection Agency site lists thousands of organizations that are helping support the development of new renewable generation capacity nationwide while also helping protect the environment. They are listed alphabetically and by categories such as travel and leisure, printing, food service, media and publishing, business, consumer goods and services, and many others that are a valuable connection for green planners. The list can be found at epa.gov/greenpower/partners. GRRN.org, or the Grassroots Recycling Network, is a national network of waste reduction activists and recycling professionals. They set ambitious standards for zero waste goals and policies. They provide opportunities for ongoing meaningful participation in campaigns and build coalitions to achieve zero waste policies for businesses and communities. They have a valuable website and an active email listserv called Green Yes of many hundreds of knowledgeable experts in both downstream recovery and upstream green production issues, and are equipped to counsel event planners on effective green policies and practices. Greenhotels.com are environmentally friendly properties whose managers are eager to institute programs that save water, energy, and reduce solid waste while saving money to help save the planet. From adding drinking water served on request only to the menu to installing new HVAC systems, and with every measure in between, Green Hotels Association encourages, promotes, and supports the greening of the lodging industry. For over 16 years, Green Hotels Association has been offering towel rack hangers and sheet changing cards, asking guests to consider using their linens more than once. These gentle reminders, now found in thousands of hotel guest bathrooms, can save 5% on utilities alone. At least 70% of guests can participate. They also publish a manual to assist managers in implementing green practices. Planners can source green hospitality through their member database. Greenseal.org at Greenseal develops life cycle-based sustainable standards for products, services, and companies, and offers third-party certification for those that meet the criteria of the standard. Greenseal has been actively identifying and promoting sustainability in the market and helping organizations be greener in a real and effective way since 1989. Their mission is to use science-based programs to empower consumers, purchasers, and companies to create a more sustainable world. Green Seal certifies environmentally friendly event facilities and businesses that live up to their high standards. Living Tree Paper Company is a leader in developing printing and writing papers made from non-wood fibers and post-consumer waste. By providing high-quality papers that are environmentally responsible and economically sound, they are hoping to minimize the environmental impact of paper production and use. They offer coated and uncoated printing and writing papers directly to printers, distributors, and end users. They also provide a complete range of printing services using soy-based inks. MeetGreen.com provides green event planning and consultation, ensuring environmentally friendly policies and practices across the board in site selection research, contract negotiation, meeting logistics, budget planning, timeline coordination, housing management, attendee registration, event communication, sponsor coordination, exhibit space management, speaker coordination, green guideline integration, printed materials management, transportation coordination, and on-site management. Native Energy is a climate solutions innovator and recognized leader in the U.S. carbon market, offering services that reduce carbon emissions to fight global warming. Since 2000, they have used their distinctive Help Build model to support the construction of new wind farms, other renewable generation, and carbon reduction projects. Native Energy offers its customers carbon solution consulting services and carbon offsets and renewable credits. They are a green event resource for anyone planning events in and around Native American communities. NewLeafPaper.com's mission is to be the leading national source for environmentally responsible, economically sound paper. They supply paper with the greatest environmental benefit while meeting the business needs of their customers. Their goal is to inspire, through success, a fundamental shift toward environmental responsibility in the paper industry. New Leaf Paper leads the paper industry in the development and distribution of environmentally superior printing and office papers that compete aesthetically and economically with leading virgin fiber products. ZeroWaste.com's goal is to help everyone achieve sustainability and zero waste in the 21st century. Sound Resource Management Group, Inc. has been working to shrink pollution footprints, reduce waste, and conserve resources throughout the U.S. and Canada since 1987. They have experience working with hundreds of businesses, governments, and nonprofit organizations and are available to consult with green event planners. ZeroWasteAmerica.org is devoted to educating visitors on the state of waste management in the U.S. and what you can do about it. It can help event planners eliminate what you don't need, minimize consumption and avoid toxins, imports, and shopping, and substitute with organic, biodegradable, homegrown, handmade, clean energy, and local products. PlanetGreenMeeting.org sums up our mutual green event planning initiative very well. Quote, preserving the environment is now front and center. Unless you've been living on Mars, you can't avoid the conversations about sustainability. The volume of the sustainability buzz has become deafening. Climate change is affecting the way the world conducts business and corporate social responsibility. The umbrella word for years has described how companies affect and impact the lives of the people they touch. Has taken on new meaning and renewed importance. There has never been a better time to introduce sustainability and incorporate environmental considerations throughout all of the stages of the program, from strategic event planning to final reporting, end quote. And there are hundreds of resources available online to help you, the event planner, create and follow the roadmap to responsible green events and travel.